It's a big one. They both have squads, you know, that have put themselves into great position into the Week 5 season, into Week 5, from Week 5 going into Week 6 of the season. So let's talk about it. Which team has had the more impressive start, in your opinion, Chargers or Ravens, Drakes?
I'm going to give the Ravens the nod here. I love what the Chargers are doing. Trust me, if you watched our show, you know our show has been all in on what the Chargers are doing with Brandt Staley. But the Ravens, how they've done it and who they've done it without, I think deserves some mention. Let's look at some of the key injuries first here at Baltimore. This happened before the season even started with a lot of them. J.K. Dobbins, I had him as my #2 breakout player in the entire NFL this year. Tore up his knee in a preseason game. Gus Edwards, knee. Rashad Bateman still hasn't played as their first-round pick. Nick Boyle, the best blocking tight end in the league, has not played, his knee. Ronnie Stanley signed a $100 million contract last year to play tackle. Hasn't been on the field because of an ankle. Derek Wolfe, a solid defensive end, out. And then Marcus Peters out for the year, also with the knee. And they're winning in such dramatic fashion. Look at this. They've been trailing late in these games. They were down by 11 against the Chiefs, and they found a way to win. The Lions game, you know that one is the most improbable victory anyone's ever seen. Broncos, they were losing early, and they found a way to win. And then Monday night was a miracle win. They almost pulled out that Raiders game. They should have pulled out that Raiders game. I think the Ravens, to do what they're doing and to not just shut it all down. And I came in that morning after the Marcus Peters and Gus Edwards double injury that day, and I said, I'm like, psychologically, I don't know if you can get over that. Right. This is one of those deals where I think that could be the backbreaker. It hasn't been. They've rallied around it. They've galvanized. I think what the Ravens are doing, already overcoming adversity. We're not even to Halloween yet. And to be where they are on top alone at the AFC North, more impressive start than LA, who has had an incredible start to the second year of Justin Herbert's career.
Incredible points, incredible evidence, incredible full screens, Peter. And I'm going incredibly the other way.
Let's go.
It's the Chargers. You know what the most powerful thing in Los Angeles is? More so than fame and money or anything, it is the term fresh face. If you are a fresh face, they will worship you there. Someone who comes out of nowhere, who, I don't know about this person, where they come from, who is this? You know, it's Chalamet when he was in Lady Bird, or Ansel Elgort when he was in Baby Driver, Florence Pugh in Little Women. Who is this person? Let's make them a star immediately. That's what they have, not quarterback, at coach. Brandt Staley, the head coach of the Chargers, is a fresh face in Los Angeles, and by fresh I mean young, looks like he's in 7th grade, and when he came on our show as he had debuted as the Chargers coach, it felt like a kid doing a screen test for a sitcom or anything like that. Peter asked him, "People don't really know about you, coach. Tell us." Check out this guy. He's the head coach of the Chargers.
You were announced as head coach of the Chargers on Sunday. You've been hiring staff, you're doing media, and now it's Friday, the end of the work week. I'll be honest, some of our viewers, they might not be familiar with your name, they might not be familiar with your face. Tell us, who is Brandt Staley?
Well, number one, I'm just so excited to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. I know that, you know, a dream come true, an honor, you know, the opportunity of a lifetime. I can say that much. You know, I know that these last few days have been some of the most special of my life. And, you know, I think that the one thing that people are going to learn about me is that I'm a competitor. And that's the reason why I'm here. And that's the reason why I'm excited to represent the Chargers, the city of LA, and really establish something that people can be proud of.
That guy went into Arrowhead Stadium and won.
I love it.
That guy beat the Browns. That guy beat the Raiders. That guy started the season going across the country and beating Washington. And that guy's coaching in a city where it's supposed to be all about McVay and the Rams and the Super Bowl. And no, I think that's the best team in Los Angeles. And that Boy Scout we just watched there is a shoot-from-the-hip badass who will go for it on 4th and 50 down 20 points. He doesn't care, and it all wins. Herbert is a very talented quarterback. A lot of coaches can mess that up. Brandt Staley has been the most pleasant surprise of this NFL season. I give all credit to the Chargers for hiring him. We love this guy.
Kyle, I got to double down with you, man.
Let's go, D-Hawk.
Hey, look, Peter, everything you said about the Ravens, you're absolutely right. But I know who Coach Harbaugh is. I know he can rally the troops. I know what Lamar Jackson brings to the table. The Chargers, though, I didn't know a whole lot about Brandt Staley. I had heard some whispers in the Rams locker room that, you know, didn't quite give me all the confidence in the world in Coach Staley. And I can sit here in front of everybody right now today and say, man, I was wrong. Because to watch this team, typically you take a step back when you bring a new staff, especially a new offense. We hadn't seen Justin Herbert or this offense touch the field in the preseason. So I thought, man, you know, what are they going to look like?
Yikes,
I mean, what Joe Lombardi has done with this offense has been nothing short of amazing. Utilizing all those one-on-one matchups. Austin Eckler out the backfield, I mean, he is Alvin Kamara 2.0. I mean, the way he's able to get the ball, you know, in space, run routes, defensively, all of those playmakers they have, Bosa, Derwin James just coming off of, what, 17 tackles?
Yep.
You know, so Brandon Staley's ability to put his players in position to make plays, I mean, it has blown my mind. When you talk about the best team in LA right now, I think you're absolutely right. And I don't think I would have made that statement 5 weeks ago. But 5 weeks into this season, yes, I am a believer in the Chargers, Brandon Staley, that staff, those players.
It's the three of us
Looking
against
good.
you, Shrek.
Yeah.
With the Ravens, and it's to the Ravens' credit that this is the conversation. Because you look at the Ravens, they're 34-8 with Lamar Jackson as their starting quarterback. This is an organization that I have really high expectations for, so I'm not exactly blown away that they're doing it. They're really doing it, and they should. The Chargers, there's an expectation that comes with that team as well. It's that they're going to lose late in games, and it's just not happening. So the fact that they are rewriting their narrative, that they're undoing and unpeeling layers of deep pain for Chargers fans, the fact that they're instilling fear in formidable opponents that they're going up against week in, week out, getting wins. They're rewriting decades of negativity. People are scared to face them. To me, and you guys know history better than I do, in my NFL experience, I don't think I've ever seen a team change their identity so quickly, so overnight than this LA Chargers team. And I don't think it's just Staley. I don't think it's just Herbert. I think it's the defense. I think it's all of it collectively. I think it is Derwin James and his positivity as a leader in that locker room as well. But they're all collectively are just rewriting it. And is there a team that's...
I can't argue.
Really?
Everything you said was gospel. They've been unbelievable. I can't argue. And there's such scar tissue from the Chargers fan base. And, of course, the Chargers in recent history, whether it be Nate Kading or Marlon McCree or these endless playoff games where you're like, we should win this game, and they don't. Okay, you're right on. And I can't argue, and both teams have been awesome.
Red Zone has a feature called the Witching Hour, where Hansen or Siciliano, when it's the end of that window, it's basically a tip of the hat to the Chargers. It might as well be called the Chargers Hour. That's because for years and years, it would get really weird in Chargers games. I just had a thought. Last year, we had a home team play in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. What if this year we have two?
Yeah.
What if this year we have LA versus LA in LA? I mean, they're almost the front runners right now. That would be maybe the coolest thing of all time. Oh my God.
That would hands down be the coolest.
Can you
thing
get Rams Chargers at SoFi in the Super Bowl? Oh, now I'm rooting for it.
I love it. Our next guest certainly hyped up for this Thursday night action. We've got Eagles legend, former running back Brian Westbrook joining the show after the break. Love when he stops by. Once every couple of years, he decides to grace us with his presence.
Look how big your pads are, Brian. They were
Primetime games have been awesome in 2021. It's an NFC showdown on Thursday Night Football, kicking off Week 6. It's the champs going to hostile territory. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers looking to keep it rolling. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles hungry to make a statement on their home turf. Primetime battle in the city of brotherly love. I'm seeing a lot of... I feel like a Leonard Fournette game is in the works here on this one on Thursday Night Football. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network, Fox, and streaming on Prime Videos. We welcome you into Good Morning Football. Hey, welcome to our breakfast table. We're presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky on this Wednesday, October 13th. My name's Kay, Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt, D'Angelo Hall here. Brian Westbrook will be joining us. You went up against him a bit, yeah?
I did. That dude was one of the first backs out the backfield to catch that rock and get busy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he would have loved fantasy football.
He played fantasy
would have.
football, yeah. I mean, except that one play, but we won't get into that right now. Ian Rappaport, joining us right now to get the latest ahead of that epic Thursday night matchup against the defending champs visiting the once champs, the Eagles. What's the deal with Tom Brady? His thumb, he was seen wearing a glove, and will we see two of the top tight ends in the game on the field, Rob Gronkowski and Dallas Goedert, respectively?
Well, Tom Brady was wearing a glove when we saw him meet the media yesterday, but he had his hand in ice when we saw him sitting on the sidelines on Sunday. So while, of course, everyone involved, and I've reported that Brady's going to be fine, everyone involved continues to downplay it. It's not nothing. It is definitely something. And even Brady admitted that anytime you have an issue with your throwing in it, quote, could be an issue. It's a minor issue, but could be an issue. Now, Brady did say it's no serious injury at all, and he does expect it to be gone in a day or two. The problem is, a day or two is probably after the game. The game is in one day. So you think Brady is going to be fine. I would expect him to play. But is he going to be 100% after injuring that right thumb on Sunday? Probably not. Meanwhile, a little more concern for Rob Gronkowski. Remember, he had a little puncture in his lung and also had several cracked ribs after a really nasty hit several weeks ago. There's the hit right there. Missed the last 2 games. They held out hope he might have a chance to play this week. That was the original thought. That's why he was not placed on IR, but he hasn't practiced yet. So it's not looking great for Gronkowski, although we will wait to make a firm declaration until we get the practice designations later today. And for Dallas Goedert, another top tight end who is set to play on Thursday for the Philadelphia Eagles, it seems like he is not going to be able to go. He landed on the COVID-19 reserve list. He tested positive for COVID. He is fully vaccinated, so if he has 2 negative tests within 24 hours prior to the game and has no symptoms, he could play. It's just time is running out. He would have to have a negative test today and then another one tomorrow. Seems highly, highly unlikely for the Eagles tight end.
Appreciate the report from Ian Rappaport. There's some big games this week. We've got an NFC North rivalry between the Bears and the Packers. Of course, get to see Justin Fields get his first taste of Aaron Rodgers and company. We've got Arizona and Cleveland. That's a big one. Week 6 starts tomorrow, which is what you're talking about. But let's talk about Sunday. Another big game. Chargers-Ravens. Herbert versus Lamar. 2